All right, so it is Thursday, let's see, December 30th, 2021, meaning we have gone backwards a day because it is supposed to be New Year's Eve today. And does anyone know how what I just said makes sense? First, I'll just not start in chronological order. The reason with my situation up until now, right? The reason I think, okay, are there people out there that know why it is the 30th instead of the 31st? My arraignment, somebody said just now, did not happen on the day it was supposed to, which I heard can only happen on Wednesdays. Per the San Diego County's court systems, I am now assuming, no matter where you are, it's true, I just heard. And that comes from the city of San Diego, so thank you. And what does that mean? They are in tune with my situation, regardless what angle you are doing it from. The only thing is your reactions. Is this not the video you were expecting? And are you reacting to that concept? 2-year planning and the ability to speak like this and for you to understand it at the same time, right? Means there are so many people involved in my situation. Including people who we know of, including people who we know of as my PMLs on this planet, right? No matter if you think I'm this person in my casing, this person in what, does it matter? We all understand my situation, correct? So let's get back to it. Wednesday happened twice. Why? Because my arraignment didn't happen on Wednesday and they wanted to do the arraignment again. I mean, the second attempt at it, have it be on the correct day, which is Wednesday, which is why we had Wednesday twice. And what happened yesterday on the second Wednesday? I went from downtown to El Cajon, and then what happened? They said, the charges were dropped and we want to place on you this concept that if you have a felony charge which has been dropped, which that part was unsaid, right? The part which says that the charges were dropped. Meaning, we will for 3 years, continuing on, be able to place that charge on you again if we want to. And I was like, the charges were just dropped, you just said. How could you? Meaning, this is how I interpreted it the first time I heard it. It means that we want to place on you this false concept that we can charge you again with the same offense, even though the charge for that was dropped already, because we said so. And we are the County of San Diego and the State of California and the United States of America, and the front side government is what? All dead? 1,500 Mac all over the planet, PMLs, all of mine, all have to do my casing once in order to firstly break the lock. In order to do it is one way, and then you become part of the government from where? I'm thinking from mayor, even, from governor, from senator, from House of Rep, of course, all of it, progressive up to, yes, and then what? You all know what I'm talking about. There, that's the end of my story, duh. No, you want me to get it all out, don't you? Right? So let's do it. We are now on Thursday. New Year's Eve is tomorrow instead of today. Right? Okay, moving on. The bus going from downtown to El Cajon did what? Went from going 5 south to 8 east. As I stood up and was like, huh? Wait a minute, this is a different part of where am I now? From National City below going towards Chula Vista. Gee, I've never seen this Best Buy before. Oh, wait a minute. It's next to a Target going down the block? Oh, whoa. Isn't this Mission Valley now? And then it was. Who knows that one? Oh, is this another jab? Can you please, let us give you the ultimatum that if you do not take any medication, we will put a restraining order on you. It will be our second attempt. And then for a 5150, it would be our 10th attempt. Just being a little bit sarcastic. I mean, not sarcastic, but exaggerating. And then for an arrest, for something that is not even an arrest, it qualifies as a 5150. We will do maybe 3 more of those. And then if we want to give you a deep cleaning, we will say, Jeff, the insurance is not paying for it. I don't know why. This is completely irrelevant. Maybe it is a massage for you, po. Is it omoshiroi po? Waraimasu ka po? Warairumon po? Hayain da ne po? Chotto pace を抑えてくださいねpo. ちょっと早いんでみたいな. Okay, I'll just take a little break here and actually smoke my joint. We are hitting, may not be able to post level. Maybe I should calm down, huh? All the while, what? Here's my break. My smoking stuff ended up being in a GameStop bag where my cables and other current devices, peripherals are. No, the 3DS is not in there, I don't remember, but, let's see, XL with 3D, yes, 3DS, and then what? Let's see. That's right, my smoking stuff was in there, and then my mom went through the reality of, not being my mom, firstly, excuse me, and then, wait a minute, let's see. It was what? Yeah, it was in my GameStop bag. Oh yeah, that's right. She believed that the feds took it because she believed that the feds were here, and then she forgot that she's not supposed to tell me that the feds were here, or admit to it, I mean. So then the cops took it, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's legal in the state, isn't it, Mom? And she goes, oh yeah, that's right. Well, I didn't take it, of course, she implied, but she didn't say I didn't take it, I remember, I think. And then it was like, what? We went through me looking for it for about 10-15 minutes, and then I found it. I found it. And then what? Yeah, you believe that you took it or no, excuse me, and then that the cops took it even though there's no need to, and then you believe that the feds took it. Whoops, I wasn't supposed to believe that one because the feds were never here, and they were. I can believe that one, right, fellas? True. And then what? Because my room is completely rearranged, and then the reality is nobody was touching my shit except you, and then what? Did it read on my sign in front of my door, don't touch or steal my property, and I bet you did both. And then you thought that you stole my smoking stuff? No, of course not, right? And I'm just checking, you know, along with the ideas that everyone had around me, and did you? Oh, you don't know because you made me believe that you actually all in this house fuck Sam, and that you guys cannot live on this planet after we formalized, or that you were doubling and actually I then next believe that it's energy from another dimension, which means you now have a complete Valbuini family that cannot live on their own planet now. Doing it over here? Well, duh, they're already dead. It's like, who gives a shit, right? So moving on. Oh yeah, I should smoke my joint, huh? Buying a new lighter, I am. At where? Ha! Only at ha! Splat nigga! Ha! That's right. Ha! Saying what now? That's right. Everybody at the same time. This is a Christmas present. 2 people who haven't had this realization yet is the next concept. So thank you for all of it. And it is what? It is about a month's time for me. I don't know about you, homie. But I'm about to do what? I think I'm about to have a beverage, yes. Good idea, thank you. Should I show my ugly, like not my face grill, believe it once, and even? No. I don't think so, if I'm already thinking those, right? Excuse me. Cheers. Happy New Year. And I must thank the universe for this wonderful ganja. You know, firstly I say what? All massive! And what? If you believe in Jah, then thank Jah, and then if you believe in the universe, then thank the universe, which is what I do. And because without it, would I even be able to do this? I don't think so. And even what? The effect of alignment and the ganja making this possible, and then security networks having the details and processes and concepts, etc. on that. Because everything's projected, and trees and everything I'd say, which is pretty much a script, isn't it? Conceptually. But what? I'm freeing the words which are in the trees, not as words even, just as threes, and what? I'm saying it too. Because they knew I would. Right? This again, right? And then the concept of my... Excuse me, let me start over. The concept of people in my casing. And living their lives as me. Right? And then you could go to the concept of mantlers because it's positive. Because you want to run away from the idea, or you don't like the idea, or you already cleared the idea of you were being vicarious. Now that's the first one for me too. Okay. Right? I think you could include it in with. But firstly, I think the known breadth of you, the breadth of your identity being known, maybe. Right, the width of that, I think, firstly. And I can't believe that because of all these, all these casings, right? That it's like this, actually. And that's another idea. I mean, at least in those words, right? Thank you. Too fucking crazy. I mean, you're thinking formalization is like, why, right? It's like you're thinking, of course, going from modern to future, right? Yeah, that is mainly what I think, firstly, is one idea, right? It's true. We want the future. But when you think of the word formalization, you're not thinking like some crazy-ass movie, you know? You're thinking, oh, that would be a boring movie. They always say that. But look, it's the concepts. Maybe I should get back to my case. Oh, fuck. This is it right here. I'm moving on. 13 I hit minutes. Here we go. I don't even want to go to 13 or nothing. I don't want to jump to the pinta. I want to get back to processing. 36 hours I counted. Fucking cold. Because my mom had me arrested and then only had a sweater from my dad in my size somehow. Now I'm thinking it wasn't even his. It had his energy and was like, fuck this. I'm not wearing this. And then the first officer who I said that to was like, okay, well, just put it with your property. And then next, I was like, I'm fucking cold after at least 24 hours in there. Moved cells twice because what? I got open with my vocal, like, opinions. Kind of mad. And then it was like, okay, we got to move you to another cell, right? Still in processing. And then up to 36 hours with no charges. And then the idea that I was leaving because they knew I was going to be leaving when they were done doing casings. Because they're all in a ghost jail, right? I three that there's nobody there. There are no police or military that are active now on this planet. Is that correct, sirs and ma'ams? In terms of enforcement or military procedures involving what? Defense from each other? Are there terrorist activities going on currently, sirs and ma'ams? There aren't, someone said. Is that true? I have to watch the news again. Because what did I just say? I was in a ghost jail. I understood from watching what was going on in there that there are no working law enforcement unless they get actualized. Per my situation, I mean, what else would there be aside from the economy locally? You would need that. That would need to involve residents, you think, firstly, but what? I am in San Diego County. There are only up to half of its residents actualized at any given time. And it's because of what? Casings. It is my epicenter. You are all my PMLs practically, and you wouldn't be here otherwise because it is considered a wolf's den, right? You wouldn't be here unless it were for casings. Otherwise, you would get caught up in it if you didn't have enough concepts involving the situation and how to avoid getting compromised as an OFP even, or just going down a rabbit hole. And where would you be? Some people want to think my neighborhood out. Well, positionally, are you not all over the county? Living where you are. Saying that this is my epicenter. This house being here for 35 years at least. Rented out for about the time that I was in Japan. From when? Right? They followed me. They went close to me and then did what? They had me fired in order to make me live with them and make music there with the Philippines, right? Now I understand that one. Thank you, sirs and ma'ams. Then what? Yawn. Why? Because I know this. Okay, thanks. Now what? I had to come back here and go fed. Did I just go Pinoy for a second? Yeah. Then what? Your stunts. Yuma. You set me up with that gunnery sergeant who got dishonorably discharged with me mentioned in the hearing. He is liable for all of it with you and the government. Oh, am I speaking to other people involved? How does that feel, NFA? Track? I would like the data, please, sirs and ma'ams, of about 5 seconds, I believe. Sirs and ma'ams. Thank you. Sirs and ma'ams. Those are your accomplices. Moving on. From processing, I actually get charged with 2 felonies. One of them being assault with a deadly weapon. At the last second when they were about to release me because they had no charges. And all of a sudden it got written up and then people from the county got actualized. You could assume first, but does it really matter? They're working on it together, otherwise it wouldn't be allowed. Next, I go upstairs, eventually, and then what? It's like a unit in a ghost jail. There's no one in the cells but me and 2 cellies. And then people's voices are like going 360 in spirals for some reason. Oh, what? Is it med pass? Because you couldn't even ask me if I wanted meds? Why is that? I don't know why that was, but everyone there just didn't know what they were doing for some reason. I really want to get through this really quickly now. So fed up with what I saw. I raided that jail, even for what? Impersonating our residents and working as deputies and up, I don't know, no. Not knowing anything at all, such as how to speak to someone who is an inmate, saying what? Hey man, what the fuck are you doing? Or something. And then it's like, what? And it's like, even if he was like, don't you know not to get close to me? Put your hands on the wall, man. That doesn't sound really like a deputy that knows what he's doing, dude. Who looks like he fucking just graduated and shit from high school. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? It's like, dude, firstly, the night before, or at least, this guy's like flashing his lights at me, trying to imply what? It's like, dude, don't you have to open the door and say it to me? Oh, I'm supposed to understand that this means close the door. Well, firstly, he's like saying it through the glass at his distance from me, and I'm like, I can't hear you. Does this mean go in there? Okay. And I did it. And then he's not like closing the door for about a minute. I'm like, dude, he's just fucking with me because he didn't make it verbally audible. So I'm going to come out and watch more of the Expendables, right? And I did. And then he goes, flashes his lights, and I'm like, I go up to him and I go, hey man, can you please like open the door and like say it to me so I can hear you? Because if you don't first, at least one time, and know that I know that, I can't know that? Oh, what, you want to be like implicating with that shit? No. I think the rule should be you have to fucking say it to the point where I can hear you once, then you could do the flashing lights. Does that sound logical? And it's just a battle of that wall anyway. What else? He's opening that little window there to say, what's your last name? It's like, dude, just say it, I'm close enough. You're wasting your fucking energy and time opening that shit with a key and doing it every cell, dumb fuck. It shows you that they don't know this logic, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Here, even. And how many events did I see going on all night in my unit with nobody in the cells except for all of a sudden, darn, oh my god, this guy's gonna have a heart attack. He like climbs out of the unit, and then this other guy, they pull out, and then he's like all like, what? I check him, it's like, he has nothing. He has no lacerations, he has no bruises, and he's like just waking up, and then all of a sudden they're throwing, oh, you're like gonna die at him, and then you got like how many unexperienced like EMT whatevers, and then like you got like a dozen deputies, then you got like, firstly you got like a dozen investigators, and you're like, what are you doing here, dude? This is a jail, not a police station with a captain or a chief. This is a jail. This holds up people, and then you take them to court, you take them to a bigger facility. And look how shit it is. I called them all what? You could think unfit to be a jail officer. Yes, what else? Indian givers. That's the shit right there. That's the American government showing you it is a jail that is completely empty. We only use it when DJ Psychic needs to be like told he can't what? Defend himself? When he has 4 people coming at him telling him to leave and get the fuck out, when he's living here and taking baths here because this is his bathroom, where's his bedroom? And you're thinking, I'm gonna leave that situation? No. And what? You got this guy who is supposed to be my uncle right in my face, and then you got like 3 other people, and then one of them throwing shit at me firstly, me not throwing anything, and then what? Without a shirt, without my wallet, without my ID, they wanted me to be Gestapo, meaning what? They attempted 7 times? No, 6 times I counted. I mean. They tried to kill me in jail. They got botted, right? I'm here taking a bath, smoking my joint. I'm not even done with it. It's like done pretty much. Why? Because I need a drink of water, that's why. Excuse me. And then this. Thank you, sirs and ma'ams. Who already knows what I'm doing today? I'm laying the fuck out. Don't bother me. You fucking pieces of shit. If you think I'm talking to you. Of course I am not if I'm going to the spot. No. But don't let it hit you like negative, you know. I don't have to say what I'm doing. I just did though. You know, basically. But I want to enjoy my life now. And look what I gotta do for a month. No, that's not the way to say it. Sorry, sirs and ma'ams. I get to do for a month. If you're out there, it just gets thrown in the mix like that because this may be superhero shit. Because I'm a superhero. Do you need to be? Do you need that mentality? You gotta be in a situation where you could do it, right? If you don't know those, you can't do it. If you do, you already know what I'm talking about, right? And you know that I've hit this, and maybe you've already done it, right? True. So that's it. It's just little things, right? I still get money. But is it enough? I still gotta make money. I gotta get to that. But it's weird because it's like not scheduled for some reason because the desire's not there right now. It's like, dude, just kick back probably. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's like, fuck. Alright. Like, really, I don't want to talk about my situation anymore either, you know? Is the rest already known? Basically, I was in it for 5 days. And the charges were dropped. Oh, this is the one I want to talk about. Hold on. I go to court. Within 10 minutes of being there, I think, I was told that the charges were dropped. And in there was a female district attorney who was what? The defense attorney. Is she working for the district attorney? No, she is the district attorney. Or is she a defense attorney? Can she be the district attorney and the defense attorney? No. Why? Because the district attorney is, for me, a synonym for who? The prosecutor. Would it not be the DA? If you get that fucked up with district attorney and you are in there and thinking that you are the district attorney both and the defense attorney, you do what? You do what that lady did with my case. She let it go as the district attorney because, mind you, everyone's actualized for my situation, right? The courts were not open until we got there, right? Right before even, you prepared for me, right? Because there was no one working, is what I'm saying. Everybody got actualized for that. And then her, thinking that she is the district attorney, when she's supposed to be my defense attorney, said, I don't want to be liable for this. Why? Because she knew there was no evidence, probable cause, and there was no case, so she dropped it as the district attorney, conceptually, and it got passed through her. As the County of San Diego, or as Security Networks letting you think that you could do both with the same person. That's doing two things you can't do. Why? Because you're saying that the defense attorney is now the prosecutor? You can't be both sides of it. I mean, they do that, but positionally, you can only do one. I.e., you can't be the DA or the DA at the same time. Because if you're using that tactic with a woman or a man, liaising even because they're always attractive per what we have here in this county, but I would think in El Cajon, that's what I've experienced up until now, honestly, and even in downtown. It's true, actually. But moving on, she did both, and she dropped my case, even though she's in there, and you're thinking, firstly, what? The defense attorney. Where's the judge? You don't need one, right? You need a hearing with the prosecutor saying there's no case, or just your defense attorney telling you the prosecutor cannot proceed because there's no probable cause. In my case, because what? They're saying assault with a deadly weapon. What did I do? I held a golf club and waved it around because I had 4 people trying to make me leave this house. Throwing shit at me was my dad. Who is the aggressor? Who should press charges? Me. But can I? No. Why? Because all the way up to the feds, nobody's done shit. So moving on. Jail, yeah. Ghost jail, yeah. Your military and your police all over the planet are, for the most part, not operating currently, and you have a recession. And I was in jail for 5 days. My correlation to that, I don't really care right now. What I care about is just finishing telling you what I experienced. So what happens next? I get out. Where am I? Oh, that's right, I'm in El Cajon. And then I get back on the bus and listen to music and joke around with everyone. Thank you, sirs and ma'ams. And then, ultimately, what? My last night. Because I was supposed to go home, I was told in the evening of that day, yesterday, and I didn't. I spent the night because it was too late because I'd have to go through all that, end up having to walk across El Cajon to get home shit. Right? Basically. Well, if you count from El Cajon Transit Center, yeah. Kind of far. Mom. Oh no, we cannot pick you up, you just walk home. Yeah, basically, thanks. So, yeah. You had your situation not. And sorry for bringing it up, but what next? Yeah. Let's see. Well, this morning I had pancakes and with Welch's jelly and sausage. I don't know what the meat was. Turkey sausage? Yeah, it was pretty good. And then we had chocolate milk, I think. It's like my third chocolate milk. And then, yeah. What happened? And then I left. And then I got a new shirt. Thank you. To the man's. And then now I want to balance, right? Well, coming back, yeah. No charges. And who is the actual, suspect of a crime for throwing shit at me? I left the evidence out on the ledge of the stairs there in case you want to read it. And I shall not mention it in order to save it and put it in my pocket. But it's there in case you want to actually know the story. I bet he does. Involving this 5-pound book thrown at me. Thanks. And no, everyone knows already. And who is he? Let's just make a joke one time, they say. Is it Buckward? Talaga eh. Baka niyan eh. Am I? No, I'm just the victim. And you arrested the wrong person. Thank you. Because, what is the story? Who called? I don't even know. Let's find out later. Who gives a shit? The point was, he tried to have me killed by police. The Babylon. Ineme. Talaga eh. Like a movie. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. Yes, indeed. Stand clear. You know what I'm saying? Because they just dancing and shit. Watch out, you know? That's KRS-One. Let's just move on. Peace to all the MCs out there. Brothers and sisters. Because we got shit to say, don't we? Like me, right? Thank you. I'm saying though, who know my shit, right? They're kind of wired, I think. I mean, there's so much to it, right? In actuality, but what do you see is so normal, right? Not really. When you got whoop whoop, when you're supposed to have the SWAT team too, instead of 6 units, it's like 6 SUVs. Like for this, it's like kind of overboard, kind of overstaffed. And then for about 20 more minutes until I go, hey guys, isn't this taking too long? And then he runs back after I yell, and then he goes, sorry, let's go now. And then, right, it's like, yeah, your situation kind of not fitting, and everything is quite obvious because it is on level 1. I mean, you can't jump from the 5 to the 8 like that. What does that tell you? You guys are fucked up. It does. We're not dead over here as OFPs. We never did. Otherwise we wouldn't be. You guys can only be there, I calculated, on the planet, including us, meaning minus the ones that can't be actualized because of the formalization activities involving vessels in space and craft. Meaning we have to balance the amount of casings being done in terms of activities, or else it would be too much, right? It's like 76% of the planet. Thank you. Including us positives, which would be 52% firstly. Plus your 48% minus what? It would be what? It was 76? It would be then 34% of the planet. Cannot be actualized. The figure I had before that was 24% maybe. So it is actually 34%, I'm thinking. It is because you guys do casings, as PMLs of mine even, and the OFPs on this planet who have their casings, basically they are sexually violated by you because you want to fuck us and you cannot because we do not want to, and you force it on us in the way that you can by violating our atomic physical structure, replicating it, putting someone else in it in order for you to fantasize or believe that it is me or anyone else you do it to, and it is not. You are doing something which is a criminal act, and for that you may have died by hacking yourself, and for that you are also liable for committing suicide. No? Is it your right to commit suicide? I have to know that one later. It is not, they say. They say you are not in the right state of mind. Why? Your finances and your responsibilities to whoever you have financial responsibilities to, maybe. Can we adhere you to that, or can we let you fall on your will? If you don't have a will, definitely, I would think. I'd like to just move back to the original story here. I did not commit any criminal act with the need to be arrested, and I was. And you know that. And you tried to kill me. And you got botted, and there is evidence. It is Aklia. Already. Look at what you cannot do as the local state governments currently. You are all without security, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be. Our PMLs, even SMLs. Do you not see what formalization also entails? Right? You are losing your abilities as government. You cannot enforce per the fact that you have no one in your jails or court systems. How about your police stations? They're there to make sure that the impersonating officers are around. Look at what you can't do. You can't enforce. You got other people from other planets doing it in place of you, because when I'm around, you can't be there because you're worried about your liability spilling. I know that. We all know that. And then the military. A man destroyed a carrier who is a sailor, is he not? Of his own branch, the U.S. Navy, implying that your military is also not operating. I heard that most servicemen and women are at home and not on duty. And it is true. How of your bases? I have not gone to that yet. I know. I did not hear that idea yet. Or question. Jeez. Okay, let's move on here. Back to my own situation. Didn't I say it enough? Yeah. Time to post, I think. It's almost getting on 40 minutes. Let me just try to think. Is there anything else? No. I want to enjoy my life now. We're done, aren't we? well, New Year's Eve is tomorrow. I'm ready to just chill, you know? Like I said, lay the fuck out. Straight up. So, I just want to fucking end it. I think, if you want to watch it, just watch it right? Again if you want, I guess. I need to at least play it back to myself. I gotta do that while uploading, so... just want to fucking end it, you know? Shit. I'm gonna try that one, don't say it. I'm drinking something. I got the money to make it happen, maybe. Am I really focused on that? Well, that's right, it's tomorrow. And what, can I say that one? Oh, fuck. What does it involve? Can I say the ingredients? Don't, I can't say shit, huh? Anyway. Let's see. Oh, man. Okay, this one. La Santa Maria. Okay, that's it. Okay, I'll just end it now. Okay, what else am I gonna do? Let's see. I might need some new razors. I'm gonna shave first though. I got some disposables. I got new shaving gel. And yup. I think I'm gonna finish my bath too. Connecting to that one. Yup. So yeah, just to chill out the post, I guess. Alright. Okay, so just in advance, Happy New Year.